Hi, give it a sec so some people can find us. I'm going to be talking about mystery schools today. I was like putting in, when I do a video, I like to download what I'm going to talk about or my topic. So I start to like put it in, and I was going to put Egyptian mystery schools, but you know, this is going to pertain to Atlantis too. So give it a sec so I can post this out. Let's see. That's it. Alright, so I'm going to be talking about, as soon as I get some people on here, it'll take a sec. I'm going to be talking about mystery schools and the initiate. And I kind of had to get on video. It's a little chaotic here. We have kids here. It's a little chaotic here, but I had to get on video really fast because I was kind of channeling this morning and talking about the same topic I'm going to talk about, which is the mental aspect and basically the Holy Trinity and, you know, what we can do as the initiate. And it's something that I used to teach in these past places, so I have a really good understanding of. So I'm going to be talking about the mental aspect and these past mystery schools and the things that they would teach in them. Give me a sec to find the video. I'm giving it a sec so someone gets on here, right? I am giving it a second. Otherwise, I'll just get started. Alright, so we have the Holy Trinity, which is actually the three components. And this is a talk that I was having with my boyfriend that I want to really continue because it was an amazing chat. And it's something I doubt people are aware of. I like to make jokes. I teach Ascension for a job. I like to make jokes that people are being singled out because they can't even take the vitamins or do the basic things I talk about on video, which are very much a component to this Ascension. So, you know, I'm real into the Law of One. I've kind of evolved past that way of thinking. I'm not referring to the 1980s channeling. I'm talking about the actual Law of One that was taught in Atlantean times, and then we tried to teach it again in Egypt. You know, teaching that we come from this one subconscious mind, that we come from this one source. And the reason why it's so stupid that everyone is so judgmental around here is because if you were in my shoes, living my life, you would be doing everything exactly the same way I am, with the limited choices that I have. We need to understand that is the illusion, and underneath it there is this one subconscious mind. And I'm always talking about it because these are areas that I have gone deep within self to access. This is all I'm here for, this spiritual calling, and it's all I do 24 hours a day. So, you know, these are areas I'm getting really adept in. So I want to back up there. We, like I said, came to this planet many times before to try to teach these same topics. The Law of One was something that was brought to Atlantis. It was, you know, a galactic understanding that we tried to bring to this planet, and things went awfully wrong trying to teach it in Egyptian times. Entire religions were built off of it, and things just went really bad, spiraling us all to where we are now, where we finally have a chance to step in and correct things. It's been a long cycle in the making, to say the least. But if I want to back up to Atlantean times when we were teaching this, there was the initiate that would come to find these mystery schools, and these teachings have been kept hidden for so long. This is the first time that they're ever being brought out into the open, flooding Facebook, flooding YouTube, flooding all of consciousness with what formerly had to be hidden. And I understand this very well, not just from the training that I've had, but from my experience as to why this stuff was hidden. I'm doing my public videos and people are using the things that I'm trying to teach for the negative instead of, you know, coming together to use it for healing and for the positive. So I understand this stuff very deeply. So there was the initiate. And during Atlantean times, there was a huge focus on mastering the mental component. And I say that's why you guys need to take your vitamins that covers the physical. You guys need to let go of all the garbage you're holding on to on a soul level, We have the soul aspect and the mental. The mental is most important. If you ever had a lucid dream experience, there you go. This place is no different. And you guys have a good understanding of this. Maybe you're not good at manifesting because we're all just learning how to do that again. But I will tell you that you manifested every one of your deepest, darkest, subconscious fears this life by letting your mind just kind of go on autopilot. And, you know, the real masters of these past times had such an understanding as to how to control the mind so that they could control the very natures of reality. And the way I see it, we have a lot of work to do until I'm changing this place like a dreamscape and able to change the scenery and levitate things. And I know everyone is like, we're living in the fifth dimension and we have ascended and we are here. And I'm like, fuck, we have a lot of work to do. Are you kidding me? So I'm having a hard time with getting the basics across, like detoxing, mastering your mind, everything that I talk about. The very adept would have spent a long time in training. When I was having this talk with my boyfriend, I was saying, what does meditation do? The masters that use meditation, they use it to still their mind and put themselves in that space of no thought. And that's where we need to be on our own. I don't know about you guys, but I was on a lot of pharmaceuticals. And I woke up and my mind was a mess, especially coming from America. I had so much fear, negative program, limitations placed on me, not just by my family, but by society, by the schools I went to, right? Always telling me I couldn't do shit and one person could never change anything. So when we wake up, it is up to us to consciously reprogram ourselves. The problem is that we have this subconscious mind that we can't access. The one we all share. Yeah, the one we all share. Let that sink in. So we have this one subconscious mind, and your conscious thoughts are telling you what to do all day long, like it's, you know, beneath it. It's almost like your subconscious mind is a slave or subservient to that conscious mind. So it's very important that you're getting a grip on every single thought you have all day long. They are a vibrational frequency. Everyone thinks we're going to get teleported into this fifth dimension reality. No, it will happen when everyone can master their thoughts. Because maybe you're not seeing them in your reality, but they're going out into that continuum and they're seeping into the collective and shaping it into what it is. And if we all look around and we see these wars and destruction and everything shit happening in the world, it's coming from that subconscious mind that is projecting our entire reality. You want to change your reality, you're going to have to do some serious conscious programming with every single thought you have, because I know that when everyone wakes up, your mind is a complete mess. You've been sitting there thinking on autopilot your entire existence, and you're not able to consciously reprogram or change that until you do wake up. So until then, you're just kind of letting your subconscious create a reality that you don't even like based on your fears and what's randomly going through your mind. Now, the energetic dynamics are changing on this planet. So instead of our manifestations taking a while to arrive, they will be instantly arriving here. You have one negative thought about another person, it will manifest into war and destruction and chaos and unbalance and things like that. So everyone is not understanding that we will be dangerous in these higher dimensions until you have complete mastery over that mental component. You're not going to go anywhere. All truth though. So we have a lot of work to do with the mental aspect. You guys, we have this energy right now, where this energy dynamic right now, where we're continuing through this gateway, and while it is open, you guys are shifting timelines more than you know right now. Your entire year, your fate of the entire year is being determined right now by where you're ending up making these shifts that are occurring right now. Yes, we're in the middle of many timeline jumps and shifts occurring to set you up for the rest of your year. So it's never been more important that you guys are like, well, where am I shifting to? Where do I jump to? What are you thinking about all that? Are you thinking about fears, things you don't want, things you do want, your dreams? I don't know what's going on in your head, but that's determining your entire ascension path and where you're landing on these timeline jumps. It took me years to be at a place where I had mastery over my mind enough to step into the unknown to continue doing my mission, because I had to have very good mastery of my thoughts so that I'm not letting outside influences influence myself or my mission or my reality. Hi Mallory. We're going to be talking about mystery schools. I'm kind of all over the place as a channel. That's why it's important that I'm just trying to get back into at least doing my class videos real fast. I've been doing like a channeled piece every day like I do, you know, channel the energy report. And so I probably quit like every one of those, didn't finish them and didn't post them, like was done with the channeling. So I'm gonna start kind of getting back into doing my class videos for a minute to get back in my flow. We're talking about the mental reprogramming that's gonna come with this ascension. Because your thoughts are determining your frequency all day long. Yes, that's the fastest way we can drop our frequency, is thinking negative things, thinking toxic things. But you know what's going to happen as these frequencies are going up and these energy dynamics are happening? If you have toxic, negative thoughts about yourself or others, then it will make you sick physically. Yeah, it'll probably kill you, rapid age you, make you sick. There's going to be such a vibrational dissonance. So it's very important that we're staying in love. You guys talk to yourself worse than anyone usually. Yeah, you guys are not like talking to yourself like a little kid, like you can do this, it'll work out good, everything's gonna go better than you think. It's always like, what if this doesn't work out? Oh my God, what if this bad happens? Well, you know, in the past, you can go ahead and do that with your subconscious mind, but with this ascension, like I said, it's changing the energetic dynamics, and we're shifting to those probabilities so fast, it's insane. So we really have a lot of mental reprogramming to do. Well, who programmed you? You were programmed before the age of 3 by your parents. You continue that programming when you go through these school systems, when you are around these other little children as kids, you're absorbing their programming, they're just validating everything you've been programmed to believe about your existence. And we know it's pretty much all lies that you're being taught everything, right? Because when you wake up, it's mind-blowing, like, oh my God, the world is nothing like I learned or was taught that it was. Just reading the comments. I'm kind of back, right? I'm off grid, kind of choosing and picking and choosing where I want to be while I'm back. I'll put it that way. Alright, so during Atlantean times, this would take amazing mastery. You not only need mastery over your vibration, but you need mastery over your thoughts. And, you know, like I said, during these times, there's some amazing abilities. I see these ascension posts where people are like, we're going to have telekinesis and we're going to be able to levitate and we're going to step into these 5D abilities. No, you're not. They gained these abilities through mastery of the mind. And if you haven't mastered these things now, don't think an energetic dynamic is going to magically change you. These were, you know, adept initiates that spent a very long time training and learning how to use your thoughts to navigate this place. Once you become consciously aware, it changes your entire reality. When you're asleep, your subconscious mind created everything. Yeah, your thoughts, your random thoughts went into your subconscious and you had no control over it. Now that we're conscious or becoming more lucid, we're able to realize this is all a dream. We're awakening within the dream, and we can use our thoughts to navigate through this journey and choose our experiences. Just like I was explaining to my boyfriend, that if you have a dream experience and you wake up in the dream and you realize you're dreaming, if you think of someone, you will manifest them into it right there. If you think of someone, you can think of anything and it will instant manifest. That's where we need to get in terms of mental mastery. So it's really, really important that we're realizing this stuff comes with practice. Everyone thinks you guys can watch YouTube videos for ascension and it will help you. Sorry, I know I do them for a job and they're meant to lead you back to yourself, to point the things out that you need to do. This energy is going to be very intense. I told you guys you should be doing a lot of self-care until Monday, because this planet's about to get rocked energetically, and I'm so ready because I need it to do what I need to do for my mission. I always need these space storms, if you know me. And what's happening with this next storm that's hitting next week, and there's going to be a full moon next week as well accompanying it, is it's going to shine a light on the things you need to work on. The things that are broken in your life, the things that are not working out, the things that you need to change. A lot of people, you know, see this stuff with the storms. It could be fighting with whoever you're with, not getting along with them. I told someone this morning they're going to have to run away. No, they want to keep their house and stay in 3D. All right, have fun doing another cycle. But I'm done. I'm done on this planet. I don't care what you guys do. Your journey has nothing to do with where I'm headed. I hope that, well, like I said yesterday, that you guys are using your time with me wisely, and that you're listening to the things that Source is channeling to you through me to do, and that you guys are actually doing what you need to do. But no one's going to come do the work for you. No one's going to babysit you here. Not me, not Source. This is a training facility, the way I see it. Francisco's going through crazy lessons. I said this morning, welcome to Jedi Training School. This is a light worker training facility, if you didn't notice. Yeah, This is a hardcore training facility for badass souls. And you know, you can go ahead and do what you want with your time here, but this is the only place that you can change and evolve and grow as a soul. When you die, you're not able to change your physical light body, and you stay at that spiritual level until you go to another school of learning. It would have taken a very long time for us as souls to get into this place too. This place is for true warriors. So I see a lot of people are real comfortable in existences that are not working for you. For me, entering another world would be about, you know, leaving the old one that you're in. Closing the chapter that isn't working, starting something new. Good morning. So, more mental reprogramming. Drink my tea. I'm sick of people telling me what to do with my healing, please. Everyone's telling me to like eat food, and I'm like, can you stop judging me? You have no idea what I'm going through. I'm good over here, I swear. I'm a little triggered about it because of all the comments. I've been doing a lot of blocking this week too. So I definitely don't need those kind of comments. I'm good over here. Trust me, I got me and another expert level healer. And I'm really good. It has more to do with everyone else around me and less to do with me getting sick too. Putting me off grid. I definitely see the bigger purpose in it with my mission and my videos that I do and the people around me. It's more for you guys, less for me. Trust me on that. So I'm doing good. I think there's a 6-month recovery time with pneumonia. So unless you guys don't want videos for 6 months, you guys can deal with it. Unless you really, because I would consider that. I mean, you know how I am. Hi, Connie. Unless you guys don't want videos for 6 months, I will just chill with it. All right, so we're talking about mystery schools and the initiate. This is during Lemurian times and during Atlantean times. People are at a different spiritual evolution. When we talk about fifth dimensional frequencies, that would be a place we haven't been since Atlantean times, actually. Everyone's talking about 5D. I'm trying to head to 6D, if you know me, which is oneness. There still is a lot of negativity to me in the fifth dimension. So I'm trying to progress past that. But these would be frequencies that we haven't been on as a planet since these times. And when the frequencies were really high, and we were at a different dimensional level, you know, and aware of our multidimensionality, a lot of our time would have been spent learning in these places, mystery schools, right? We would have been on this spiritual path, you know, with this deep seeking of ourselves spiritually and understanding our human nature. Good morning, Christina. We're talking mystery schools. I'm kind of all over the place with my downloads. That's why I really do have to get back to these class spaces, despite what people might think. So, we're talking the initiate. You know, there was a lot of time put in to spiritual understanding, unlike nowadays where I was awake for a long time in this world that I felt was kind of dead around me. Everyone was cut off spiritually, very focused on the material, the mundane, the physical, and just very cut off from their spiritual natures. We still see that about the world. Like if you look around, even with this spiritual awakening, you can see where humanity has become disconnected, not just from their higher selves, but from who we are spiritually. And it's really important that we understand that this awakening is meant to lead people back to their spiritual selves, the fact that we're spiritual beings having experiences here. Connie, I'm sending you crazy love. I see you making huge shifts in your life too. And that's so amazing. Just keep rolling with it. Just keep going with the flow. I'm going through some serious transformation here that I doubt people could get. So it's very important that we understand that these teachings are being brought back once again through like myself as channels, you know, just what's happening with this spiritual awakening, that these deeper truths are coming from galactic places. And a lot of what everything as we know it was based upon this galactic knowledge too. I always say that we can look at Egypt as a good reflection of a civilization that the Atlanteans tried to rebuild Atlantis with Egypt, right? And a lot of what we know today has spun out of these places. So, you know, the origins of humanity are very galactic, where we've had a lot of galactic assistance with teachers and seekers coming here, both in, you know, as souls incarnated in and from the outside, to try to teach and try to be of service and try to explain, you know, to the humans on this planet that, you know, if you're at war, you're going to be hurting yourself, and we're all one, and how deeply connected we are, and how we're all coming from the same source, and we're all the same experience. It's always been the problem that, like with America, they think they can go blow up half the world, and that we're not one body, one experience, and how it affects all life here when we have this type of negativity going on. Yeah, I have crazy fairies in here. I was playing, I was taking a picture yesterday, like playing Aura Pick for myself, and I can always see crazy fairies around me. It's a big part of my journey. I have a hard time opening up because the things I do talk about on video are oftentimes people are like trying to attack me and throw it in my face and use it against me. So, and I'm a very private person, despite what people might think, having to do my mission and get on video. So I have a hard time kind of opening up and putting my journey on here, but I have the most beautiful, amazing spiritual energies around me, assisting me with my mission and my calling and what I'm doing here, and it's just, I'm just beyond grateful for it. So I do have crazy elemental energies here. You should see, like, I don't want to get into it right now. I have crazy elemental energies here. I will talk about it at a later date. And it's really amazing. I've had elemental energies around me since California that guided me to the UK. And I can only describe it here, like, to my friends, like I fell down a rabbit hole into an elemental world over here, right? I fit in perfect, apparently, too. And my friends did, too. We were hanging out with, like, Francisco at The Rock. She would have thought he would be too OTT for this place, right? Francisco all out. Francisco and me all level loud and crazy. No, we fit in perfect here, believe it or not, right? We're, like, in the other fairy realms hanging out. And you would think we would, like, stand out being there or not fit in. No, we're at home here, and we fit in perfect. Never been more at home, so I really love it. Loving the elemental energies. I was definitely playing in fairy realms, and I still am. This is why I'm off grid. I've been playing in fairy realms since Stonehenge, and you might have a hard time getting me to come back with people leaving weird comments on my stuff and everything, right? So I'm kind of being slow to come back. Like, you're seeing me I've been kind of coming back like a week or whatever. Real slow though. So I've been hanging out in these fairy realms. It's something I talk about a lot, where you could go through a porthole and you could end up in a fae realm, and time would operate much differently there. There are, you know, documented cases where people fall into these portholes or realms and they enter another fairy world to bring you there. And then you enter another fairy realm and you could be there 5 minutes and lose 100 years on this planet. So I went through the Stargate. I was hanging out before that in some fairy realms. And, you know, I've lost 3 weeks of my life, but it only feels like I've been here a couple minutes. It's what I'm going through. And it might be kind of slow coming back from my feeds, but I'm kind of coming back a little bit so I can give you guys some messages and some inspiration. Because I get people do miss me when I kind of quit doing videos. But I'm definitely hanging out in these elemental worlds, and it's so crazy over here. Because you guys need to understand there are realms within worlds, within portals, within stargates and gateways. There are worlds within worlds here. You guys know there's a lot that's been hidden, right? Just from your spiritual awakening. Just from going through this awakening, we realize there's a lot being hidden around here, right? Like even just looking at the 3D stuff that's being hidden, like the pharmaceuticals and the vaccines, but you know, there's a lot that's being hidden too, in other ways. So there's for sure lots of magic around here. It's something I'm trying to kind of bring back. So for sure, I've been hanging out with the fairies, having extraterrestrial experiences too, because I'm like space girl over here. Hanging out in the fairy world, but I'm like the starseed space girl. So I'm loving it. I've been having an awesome time since Stonehenge. I'm doing a lot of deep healing. How are you guys doing? Are you guys ready for another shift? We just landed from the last one, a lot of us, right? Are you guys ready to do another shift next week? I'm actually really excited, really ready. This storm will bring about a lot of balance for people. We've been doing a lot of timeline clearing, purging, letting go, heart chakra expansion, and I'm really looking forward to next week because we can move back up into the mental. I'm kind of early, right? We're going to move back up into the mental and the third eye component, and that excites me. Hi, Patty. All right, I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to send you guys some love and light real fast, though, and to let you guys know you have a lot of mental reprogramming to do. And you know what? It might not be that obvious because we're still in the heart chakra and throat chakra collectively. So, you know, next week it's going to be really obvious that we have a lot of mental work to do, and we have a lot of work to do with our third eye, which is our connection to the other realms, the astral, your dreams, consciousness. It's your antenna to the universe in a lot of ways too. And it's also one of the favorite areas the elite like to hijack within consciousness. We see this with the fluoride and the chemicals everywhere. So really focus on the mental component this week coming up. We're going to be focusing on the third eye. Finish up your heart chakra. Do a really good karma cleanse. Really let go and forgive anyone that you need to. I'm always doing this with people, especially if they're assholes to me. I don't want to come back another life with them. So I'm always doing a really expert level job of cleansing any karma. Do a really good inventory of letting go and releasing anyone you learned with, forgiving for yourself and things like that.